Well, how's it going, Kingsman? Welcome back to another NTW3 battle. We have another clan battle, and this one is going to actually be a rematch between the RC and Rhinebund clan. We had one yesterday, which the RC took the victory, however hard fought it was. Today, we have them fighting on Leipzig South. They have a total of 37 points. This should be a fun one. This should be a fun one. I love this map. I love how open the fields are. And the French are bringing in, the RC are the French in this one. They are bringing a Murat Cav Corps, which, oh man, anytime you get a Cav Corps up and running, it can make for some fun times. Look at that. Look at all the cavalry. Oh, Murat is going to be maybe rolling some people today. I guess we'll see. But we can go over the points here. So on the RC French side, you have 13-point Soult, 9-point Lens, 6-point Davout, and then of course 9-point Murat. Other side, you have a 6-point Johann, 9-point Constantin. You have a 10-point Bellegarde and 12-point. Nah, you're gonna have to tell me how to say that one. I am starting to save these guys, so when you post how to pronounce those, I do save them. I promise. I'm starting to save them. I'm still gonna obviously start. I'm starting to post all the factions because you never know. It's probably nice for people to actually see the points versus just hear me try to butcher the names. But it's a 12-pointer. Now we are seeing a Russian focus here. Heavy cavalry, hussars, some Gusares pushing up here on Lens. This is, of course, one of the newer maps implemented with the LOC kind of, you know, holding a line of communications. And the Russians and Austrians are probably trying to connect this. You can see they have this point, connect the two-pointer. If they can even go all the way, you know, down this road and hit this main point, they can cut off a lot of points for the Imperial. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of Russian focus here. A lot of infantry. A lot of guard infantry. This is probably Constantin. He's getting hit by artillery, but he's going to throw himself behind the small town. A lot of buildings there. Obviously, the French have some 12-pounders. 4 of them that are trying to get whatever kills possible. They're not going to hit too much as time rolls on, but this will be an interesting fight for Lens. He does not have reinforcements. Well, he is not going to get reinforcements except for that Cav Corps, and then of course Davout, who is really far back behind the lines. He's going to be a minute before he gets up to reinforce this position. That is a very long road he has to march down. Thankfully, it's a very quick moving road. We have Russian general in danger here. Excuse my coughing. I don't know if I managed to mute mic in time. Oh my gosh, they're point blanking this 13th. Oh, just murdering them. So a very good push so far by Russia. And very successfully throwing back lawns, having taken, I'd say, some minimal casualties. And they have more Austrians and Russians focusing. This is very obviously where the coalition's focusing. It's very, very good of them to focus in one area, because the French were obviously spread out through an entire front. And now you can see Soult, the 13-pointer, he's shifting all of his forces over towards where the fight is actually raging. Russia getting hit by artillery as they advance. I mean, that's some pretty thick, juicy columns that this 12-pounder is just going to have a field day with. The Russians are almost behind French lines. Lens is pushing forward fresh reserves. You have the Cuirassiers charging it again. They get hit by a square. The reinforcing regiments pushing up, starting to pour in some volleys against Russia. Ooh, that's gonna be a devastating volley. Oh. Man. Oh, man, this fight's going well. I love it. Murat is coming in, though. Heavy cav pushing up. Another heavy cav charge. Man, this is. I mean, Lens is not totally caving. He's trying his best to hold, and I think doing a very good job of it. But he is going up against a very good troop. Now, of course, Russia is about to get, smacked around by some Cuirassiers as Murat approaches the Russian flank. And this fight's just raging. Fresh troops from Lens are pushing forward. The horse artillery is still in business. Nice canister against the Grenadiers from Austria. It may not be enough, though. You know what I want to see? I want to see some Murat heavy cav charges. You know that's what I'm here for. That's the whole reason I selected this replay. Although it definitely does help. Oh, man. Beautifully repelled. The 61st rallies, breaking some Grenadiers. This LOC, man, they're still fighting for the LOC. 61st has held quite well. And now, I believe Davout is almost reinforcing. France may actually manage to hold. Oh, artillery getting sniped. That is well played by France. Seeing those guns, they better limber them up. Or unlimber them quickly. More Austrians shuffling to the right. We have a column pushing down the road from Russia. And you have a Russian line standing firm here. Soult. Looks like he's actually regrouping. I don't know if there's going to be an army facing him. This canister, guys. Man. They're going in for the LOC again. And it does look like the Russians have pulled back, probably due to Murat being on the flank. We have actually Austria pushing up. He's going to re-engage, probably give Russia a break. And this LOC may finally break. I'm not sure. France is using it to kind of cling on to the town. It does look like Davout is being peeled off to deal with the threatening Austrian flank. As his troops deploy in the open field, he has some columns pushing forward. Murat is on his flank and on the Austrian far extreme right. The French seem to be holding, though. Dude, this has turned into a bloodbath.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
I think they finally take it. Yep, they finally take it. Lons may have to cut his losses, pull back a little bit, let Davout deploy, and then attack. Now, we are not seeing a whole lot of engagement elsewhere. It does look like Soult is going to push up to the left side here. I mean, there is a small Austrian force here, and maybe Soult will engage that line instead. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see as time goes on. There's some lines pushing forward, though. Oh, he's got my favorite looking grenadiers. Oh, yeah. My favorite unit. Like, how they look. It's beautiful.
Our general is under attack.
Just absolutely beautiful. A lot more of Murat's cavalry over here. Nice, a bunch of skirmishers here. Light infantry pushing up, a contingent of skirms with light infantry harassing Austria's flank. They're going to force them to start pulling back. And sorry guys, I feel like my voice is like trying to leave the chat, leave the video too early. So let's see if we make it through this without my voice just caving in. Oh wow, we have actually France attacking. Forms a square, trying to go for the LOC.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Cavalry tying them down so the grenadiers can rush in. Soult is going to have his work cut out for him. Over here, oh, we have a cav. Well, it was a cav engagement against those skirmishers. It broke. The coalition are not doing too hot in these engagements so far. They are breaking quite quickly. Fighting and going. Oh. Cavalry must be, yeah, someone's engaging someone who's in the house. That must be what's happening here. Seen a lot of wavering from even France here. This may not be going too well for him. Although they actually are winning. They are winning that engagement so far, so, you know, things going well for them. We have Murat charging, trying to go for the guns. It's like he did not make it. Over here, Austria. Man, they are looking like they're in a tough place. They're getting hit really hard. Dang it, stop charging guys in the LOC. It slows down the whole game. Now, Davout is in a very good position. He's got a nice angle of attack. They can have their artillery sitting even right. Well, no. Yeah, they got a nice line. Lons with his reserve line, actually. So the coalition have made... Ooh, that's almost sniped the general. They made some good progress, but at what cost? Looks like the general does break for Russia. Countercharge against the Carabiniers. Let's get a nice shot here. Ready? Boom. Oh, look at them. They're duking it out. Who's gonna cave? Who's gonna break first? Look at these two guys. Oh, come on, get out of the shot, dudes. Oh. Okay. Austria sacrificed that unit, I'm assuming, so they could pull back, and they are obviously definitely pulling back. Over here, Solt still trying to go for that LOC. Austria not looking to be wanting to let them. He has a lot of troops. There's definitely a numerical advantage for the coalition, guys, which is why they probably can take those heavier losses and still, you know, but also probably all this landwehr. They have so much landwehr. Oh my gosh. Murat's gonna have to take care of this. They're gonna have to shock this. They're gonna have to shock it. That is a lot of troops. This must be the 3825 army. 3,825 men. No way that that would be any other army. We are seeing the French making an advance now. Murat has yet to really deploy a lot of his cavalry. A lot of it out here in the open. Fresh and ready to go. Oh. I'm excited to see that stuff. I want to see them use it against that. That would be Johann? Really? Johann? That must be Johann. The massive army of landwehr. You're seeing the artillery focusing Murat. That's what you have to do against the cav corps, especially heavy cav like that. It's not going to work otherwise. They have a counterattack though from Lons into the town with Davout supporting. Poor Russians have been getting hammered by artillery. Oh, Chasseur Cheval. Are they going to go for artillery? Man, that's a risky ploy right there. I would not want to be one of these Chasseur Cheval. They're going to get shot. There's no way they don't get shot by artillery. They are going to die. They are absolutely going to die. I'm sorry, but maybe not. No. No, they're going to die. Oh my gosh. It is rare that a cav charge frontally through an open field is actually going to make it to artillery with infantry that is fresh and has not fired yet. And that poor Chasseur Cheval has paid the price for that. Wait, is Murat going in by himself? What is... No way. Murat's going in all by himself? It looks glorious. Oh, cavalry gonna meet intercepting. Oh, look at it though. Oh my gosh. Yes. That's what we want to see. The heavy cav charge. Look at that mass rout. Now Austria and Russia are going to throw in cavalry to try to punish that charge by breaking some cuirassiers. The damage has been done. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. Two units have broken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. 7 units from Russia and Austria, mostly Russia though. They absolutely rolled them back, and that was probably the highlight of that replay. Now, he may lose one of these units. He was probably trying to farm up as much of this. Oh man, running through your own troops. He's probably trying to kill as many of these units as possible so they don't come back, but that will probably mean he may lose some of his heavy cavalry. Oh, another one? Was not as effective.
Our men are running.
Yeah, they break. Nice flanking volleys here. It doesn't always pan out. And they break. The devastation of a Murat heavy cav charge. I'm excited to see what they'll do over here with these two. But still, yeah, there's definitely some losses taken by Murat. He's lost 2 cav units. He may lose this one. They're exhausted. Cycle charged by the coalition probably will break them. He needs to pull this heavy cav back, let the infantry push up and do the work now. And there we go. That one's lost. Oh, man. He's going to lose that one too, unfortunately. I don't know, guys. I feel like despite the heavy losses that Russia suffered, I mean, some of the units are coming back, they still have a huge Austrian army that is lumbering into view on the flank. That's not going to be an easy one for them to fix. Now, yeah, here we go. Infantry going to probably save that cavalry as they can form a square. Oh, another cav charge? Oh, that's Russians. I've been missing this, haven't I? Dragoons from Lens charging in. Looks like some French infantry as well, trying to retake this town. And seems to be working for them. Seeing a lot of Russians breaking. But we do have Russia pushing up to meet them and actually pushing up to meet Soult. Oh, Murat's in danger.
Our men are running, sir.
No, Murat, don't run. Howard, come back. Stand your ground. I don't know if he will. I don't know. He may have gotten sniped. He'd probably come back. We have Russia attempting to melee the flank. Oh, that's going to get met by a volley. You have Austria extending their flank to meet Davout, who is trying to fight.
General has been killed. This is a black.
Oh no, Murat did die. He got sniped by the guns. Man, not by cavalry, I should say. Where is he? There he is. Oh, rip. Murat. Slain on the field. Maybe if you didn't run, Murat, you would still be alive today. Now, this is actually quite a difficult point for the Imperials here. They're getting flanked by a lot of cheap but numerous Austrians. And Murat cannot defend all of Soult's army. But you can see they're just starting to just focus them down. And quite honestly, this attrition war is going to start wearing down more of Soult's and Lens's men. Davout's doing well, I would say. He is doing well. The cavalry are being forced to divert away from the guns. But things are not looking as good for the Imperials as I thought they were before. Soult loses yet another line. Oh, the Impatuis. Now remember, guys, line of communications, though, crucial. Make sure nothing's happening. You can see they need to take this LOC, the French do, and they have all of these others. Look at that. As of right now, I guess if they have this one, and this one, then they'll have these other ones. But right now, you know, the line of communication gets cut off here. If they didn't have these and only have this one, then we get cut off to that other 4-pointer. But they do take it. Oh, we have Carabiniers charging for the guns. And, ooh, dang. One poor Carabinier got shot by cannon, like round shot. Just him. He took the whole bullet. Or whole cannonball. Oh. I sense a heavy cav charge looming. Got the 9th.
Our men are running, sir.
He's preparing. In the town, we have the Coalition counterattacking here. There we go. Another heavy cav charge to meet the Austrians. Here we go. There's another one coming. I know it. I can sense it.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
These poor grenadiers caught in the middle of this cavalry charge. As Russia throws in cavalry, France pushing forward his lines. Also, the town still being hotly contested. Soult losing some men as Austria counterattacks. Crosshair's making a win here. Grenadiers in square getting charged. Russia breaking as Davout starts pushing forward step by step, slowly, street by street into the town. This melee, another brutal affair. This street has just become a bloodbath. An absolute bloodbath. Oh, these... Oh, no. Russia met them and may break this light infantry. Crosshairs pull back. France having pushed back the coalition's position once again. He can now push up, keeping his men in line with the rest of the line. And the massive gun battery, looking like they're actually maybe limbering up some of their guns to pull to the left side. Maybe get some firepower against this Russia, who has an Austrian army reinforcing. I believe, like I said, I believe Johann will be pushing up on that side to reinforce the Russia. Austria still in the tree line. They're using these woods as their right flank. And it'll be very hard to drive the Austrians out of these trees. And it's like France is really trying. They're just getting some of their more skirmish and light infantry to maybe try to just keep them occupied so they can't pour in some withering flanking volleys on Davout's line, main battle line. Russia still fighting for the house, I believe. That's a whole nother ordeal there. Man, look at this, though. Brutal. Absolutely brutal fight around this townhouse, or this house. That is just crazy and insane. Other place I imagine there's a lot of death is over here where Russia got charged. Yep. That was brutal as well. A lot of cavalry dead, though. Yeah, Murat better save some of his heavy cav for Johann. Rheinbund, who's playing the coalition, they're doing quite well right now. Like I said, they have taken some setbacks, some losses, but they are playing well. They're playing very well. Here we go. You got Murat creeping forward with his units. They are a little bit more depleted than before, but rested. They are fresh. One of them is winded. Some tired units, some fresh units, though. And the heavy cav, yes, that will be very crucial to defeating the Austrians in particular. It does look like, man, look at this. Russia's just lurching forward. Typical Russians shooting into their own men. You know, who cares if some of your own men break? Just the Russian strategy. I'm just kidding. Those men are going to break. They're probably just trying to, you know, put up that firepower to stop the French from advancing even more. Gosh, the artillery is just destroying this town. I would not want to be a resident of this town. Man, good luck trying to sell your property after this battle's over. Good luck. Keep an eye out for Murat. Those are the units. I mean, hopefully the coalition have some squares to defend their land there, because they're gonna need them. But the thing is, guys, once these guys get deployed, they can stand in a line fight for a while. They may not inflict heavy losses, but the coalition can use them to suck up bullets while their better units sit on the flanks and just pour in fire, a focused fire, and the coalition, that's their fresh army. And the Imperials, I mean, they have fresh units, but some of the units have been fighting. Now, it does look like Davout has some fresh units, but not a lot. Okay, what is this general doing? Good gravy. Why? Maybe he was dead already. Kill a general. Yeah, why did he charge his general? Maybe he had no troops left, but man, I'm shocked. Here we go. Let's see what Murat does. He's gonna have to charge this unit, but there's reserve units. There's 4 more. How are the Imperials gonna do this? Truly, how can they? How can we? This might come down to LOCs. This may be an LOC fight. The French may have to play their cards just right to get an LOC victory versus trying to deathmatch this. You definitely don't want to charge this. These guys can probably, at least a couple of them can form a square, and that can be devastating to a heavy cav charge, especially if you have limited heavy cav to use. Grenadiers charging in against Lons, who's trying to advance into the town, catching him in the flank. Oh, I missed it. Dang it. That did not... Yeah, see, some of them did form square. He did take some losses there. And now, oh, Russia has cavalry. Yeah, that wasn't as devastating as you would have thought. Don't try to chase him down. Save your cavalry. Those heavy cav are gonna wreck this hussar. This Kassari is gonna die. And now you don't have cavalry to stop their heavy cav charge. Ooh. Infantry supporting, though. Oh, man. Murat needs to be careful with this heavy cav still. It's tired. Oh, they're going for it. Maybe the last charge they get. Still, they're already slower than they should be. Okay.
Our men are running.
Dang, they're sending them in. Hey, they broke. That's what they need. They need the break. Man, there's reserves, though, for days. And Murat lost another heavy cav. Yeah, he has one over here, and then, of course, the ones over here. It will take shock tactics, not attrition, or it'll take shock tactics to break this coalition army. Oh, horse artillery pushing up. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, these skirmishers aren't even going to touch this Landwehr. The Landwehr can literally march right up to them. They can lose a couple hundred over time. Be fine. I mean, they've lost a couple units so far. Oh. See, Murat needs to get a successful. Oh, not. Oh no. They're dropping so fast. That actually was a pretty good charge, though. But that may be the only charge he gets. Watch, he's going to fire directly into it. That cav is going to get shot up.
Our men are running.
They're not going to make it. And that's all for Murat. And you can see two Landwehr basically soaked up two of Murat's heavy cav charge, and one of them came back. Man, I would not be too happy with those kind of charges, just because of the loss to your men. Heavy cav. Now, of course, it is wasting their time, and you're gonna start whittling down those heavy Landwehr units, those massive Landwehr units, and then the artillery focusing the fire. Like I said, they gotta shock this unit. They gotta shock them all. There's 21 minutes remaining, guys. This may turn into an LOC victory. And the Imperials do have the LOCs right now, so they have forced the coalition into a corner, limiting the coalition's options. And the coalition may be trying to rest up for the time being. Look at this. Both of them came back. Depleted, yes. But still alive, definitely. And Murat lost that one. And there's that one, unfortunately. Thankfully, Davout, Lon, Soult have some very large units still. And their artillery is doing some real work to the coalition. But I don't see anyone really making a push at this point in time. The Imperials don't have to. The French can stand their ground and win by LOC victory. And that may be exactly what their strategy is. Oh, hold that thought. We actually have... See, the Landwehr is pairing up against Davout's lines. Not as good quality by any means, but they are taking some of that fire so that more and more units can push up. General nearby. Russia pushes up with his Landwehr and kind of staggers in between them. It's a little difficult for French to hold that. Shock and awe. Shock and awe. Here we go, though. You see Russia angling in here. And there's a gentle... No, it's not. I was about to say, there's a gentle slope here. They won't get hit by artillery. I said, no, they will. himself, trying to lead his men forward. Doing a dance, apparently. There he is. May see a cav charge here. See, the artillery pushed up. They're just kind of using their artillery with cavalry to kind of try to break down the Austrians. The problem is if they push up here, they're going to get shot by these 2 units. Man. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Russia. Who cannot afford to lose infantry like this. Oh no! That is a huge disaster, losing those 2 units on their left flank. Not even gonna make a dent. Maybe. Gosh. General did pop a morale buff to try to keep his men in the fight. I'm assuming that was Davout that did that. They are pouring in as much fire as they potentially can. Oh, Russia needs to charge this. Charge in, Russia. You can't afford to not. Russia charging frontally into the French line. The first one is repulsed. Second wave of Russians is going in. Oh, they mass rout. Mass routing. France held their ground. Man, that is actually going to help turn this battle around. That is a huge turnaround. A huge upset for the coalition. And the coalition are now on the back foot. Ooh. Heavy cav now shifting over here. They're probably going to go against some of that landwehr that's left. But this flank got cleaned up. Man, Russia took some heavy losses. See, they lost 4, 5, 6, 7 units, with Austria losing 2. The artillery focusing on this landwehr may actually break them just by morale. Man. Alright guys, the question is, I'm gonna fast forward here. What is the Imperial, like what are the coalition gonna do? They have to do something. They are not gonna win by LOC. They are boxed in. Do they try for the town? If they try for the town, they may lose that fight and then they'll lose more valuable troops. Artillery is just piecemealing them. Murat may send in his cavalry in a second. I think the hope for the coalition was that they break through against Soult and Davout and push up and take this back LOC and cut off all the LOCs for the Imperials, which would have been a very good strategy, but obviously they got flung back, unfortunately, which ended up breaking their hopes of doing that. So unless they see something coming up, French may attack them again to seal their fate. I don't know. Like, do the French truly want to risk it? They don't want to send their heavy cav in unless they feel confident. I'm sure they don't want. They will not unless they feel confident that they're about to win. There's 11 minutes remaining in this replay, and we have yet to see a decisive French counterattack yet. However, we may be seeing it starting to come up here, with Soult sending in units. Yeah, we not seeing a whole lot happening besides the push here by Soult. Can't imagine he's gonna get too aggressive, just try to break up some of those units. Actually, horse artillery's pushing, or not horse artillery, but regular artillery's pushing up. This may be a counter, like an attack here again. With Russia charging on the flank. Oh. Davout, is he committing? Yes, he is. Get it from their perspective here. One to break. Do they continue or do they... Yep, they're continuing. And there it is.
Fallen to the enemy.
Countercharge by Austria. There's the French infantry. Well, I'm sure are going to follow this up. And that flank caves. Nice flanking charge by some light infantry, rear charging the Landwehr. Oh, we have an Austrian general getting charged. Oh, he's in the back too. He's definitely, there's revenge for Murat. No, he's been killed. His men are getting revenge. Man, doing beautifully. A rear charge here is gonna be devastating. The rear charge to decide it. Oh.
The men of the peace must listen.
Doesn't matter. The French back charge. That will be it. That is the battle. This poor Austrian general. He's trying to get himself away. Lanz the Brave. He should go take him on. 1v1 me. But yeah, that's the battle here. So this will be an RC victory. I believe they won the last one against Rheinbund, so I'm sure the next one, Rheinbund will be out for blood against the RC. RC are definitely moving up on the scoreboard. But yeah, like I said, there's only one units they'll kill. I'm just going to skip ahead, guys, to the results. That way we can see the kills and the deaths. So, all right, guys. So you can see here we have on the Imperial side for the RC clan, you have TT Ross playing as Salt. He got 1655 for the kills. Bring Back Militia playing as 9-point Lons, 1527. Stanners as Devu, 6-pointer, 1561. And then Al as Murat. He got 1143. That's pretty good for a Cav Corps. On the other side, you have Uzo playing as a 6-pointer, 832 for the kills. You have Kaj as a 9-point Constantin, 724. You have Imrazer 737. He was playing as a 12-pointer, the Russia-Austria 4. And then you have Belgard, 10-point Austria. He got 811 for the kills. So definitely more kills on one side over the other. But I still like the fight that the coalition put up. It made for a very cool, very awesome looking replay. I mean, they gave it their all. And fortunately, man, that Cav Corps can be a little tough to deal with. Plus those infantry, they just caught them out. And they have some very good infantry for the French in this corps. So, but anyway, guys, that'll be it for me today. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this replay. Be working the next 2 days, but I'll get some more clan battles out after this next tour. So just a couple days till then. Until then, guys, you all have a great rest of your day. Have a good weekend. Stay safe, and as always, I'll catch you all in another video.